Hi, my name is James Allen. Those who are familiar with me know that I'm a big fan of cities. Well, just because I'm a fan doesn't mean I don't have my criticism of them. So in this video, I'm going to cover what I believe to be the 5 worst elements that exist in cities. Let's begin. The city is already a noisy place, but the sirens make it impossible to find peace in the urban jungles. Now, this siren can come from a fire truck, a police car, or an ambulance, but whenever you hear it, it completely destroys and disturbs your psyche. I actually think they are public health hazards, and they are not only ineffective at clearing traffic, which is what they're meant to do, but they actually are hazardous to your health. Some cities are already taking measures to remove the sirens. I know Manhattan is testing some lower pitch sirens in their ambulances. I definitely hope other cities follow suit, however. Underground electrical cables have become the new standard for serving electricity to people's homes. This technique is known as service lateral. However, there are still some old neighborhoods throughout every city which still uses the old technique known as service drop. Service drop is where the cable from the electrical pole goes down to the house that it services. Now, what this does is you end up seeing a bunch of electrical wires bundled together, and it blocks the sky and makes the neighborhood looks just hideous. It looks very unnatural, and every time I walk by, I just cringe when I see neighborhoods like that. Now, aesthetics is not the only reason why I dislike these electrical cables. These cables are actually known for birds to just sort of just chill on and drop whatever they want on you. Another thing these cables are also used for is all sorts of symbols, covert symbols throughout the city, such as throwing shoes over the power line, which, if you don't know what I mean, I made a video on it and I urge you to check it out. Alternate side parking is a straight up scam if you ask me. There are many major cities who don't even do it. Cities like Dallas, Philadelphia, Seattle, they don't bother with regular street sweeping. There are cities like San Francisco and Boston which does regular street sweeping twice a month. Now, New York City is the only city that does street sweeping twice a week. That means there's alternate side parking you have to worry about 2 times every week. Now, keep these numbers in mind that I'm about to tell you. New York City makes over $500 million in parking tickets alone. Again, over $500 million. That's a respectable sized business if you ask me. Now, what's worse about New York is that they're one of the few cities who also enforces alternate side parking in the winter. Many cities put that stuff in a suspension. They suspend it over the winter period, but New York doesn't. And I also feel sorry for the poor chaps who have to wake up at 6 a.m. to swap their cars, because I have seen alternate side parking that are that bad. You have to wake up at 6 a.m. to move your car so that the street sweeper could come and so-called clean the streets. Now, we all know these street sweepers don't work, right? According to statistics from the Census Bureau, cities are hotbed for crimes. Major cities have 18% more crime than regular cities and 200% more crime than rural areas. For violent crimes, major cities have 79% more violent crimes than urban areas and almost 300% more violent crimes than rural areas. So, like I said before, cities are complete hotbed for crimes. Now, I had my own pet theories as to why cities have more crimes than rural areas, but Instead of giving you my 2 cents and my opinions, I decided to read some research on the subject, and I found this article that was really well done. The research was really excellent and the math was great. And after a thorough investigation, they found 3 major causes to why the population size in cities results into higher crime. The smallest was 12% can be explained by the fact that cities have more cops than rural areas, and that leads to more arrests. 26% can be explained with the fact that cities have higher crime benefits. There's more money to be made, there's more rewards to be made in cities because the opportunities from crimes are bigger in cities. There's more money in cities. But what shocked me out of all of them is that what the research found, and they really did some thorough investigation on there, and I'm going to leave the link in the description for you guys to sort of like see for yourself because I don't want this to get too political. But what they found was that the biggest factor as to why crimes are higher in cities is the fact that families are a lot less intact in cities, meaning that, the family is most likely to be disturbed in an urban area as opposed to a rural area. Again, I'm a scout. I'm not here to sort of share my political opinion. I'm just going to give you the information and let you make up your own mind. Be sure to post your comments. Be sure to post your thoughts in the comment section because I'd love to hear what you have to say about this.
Thank you for calling. My name is Ryan. How can I assist you today?
Yeah, I'd like to get a quote for car insurance. How much? 800. I had to save the worst for last, and by far the worst thing about living in cities is their cost of living. The reason why it's the worst is because not only it's very painful, it's also unnecessary. The high cost of living you see is a result of mismanaged societies and lack of honest pricing. You're seeing this lack of honest pricing in the real estate market, in the car market, in food prices. It's everywhere. And different individuals respond differently to this situation. Some people take it to the streets, others become zombies, and some people just break. I see that all the time. That's it for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more screen information. And of course, don't forget to download the Cityscape app if you want to find secret spots in your city. One last thing I want you to do is, what do you think is the worst element that exists in the city? Post them in the comment section. That's it for this episode, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.